Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys that I think some of you guys are going to enjoy. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today is going to be one of those days, right? Now, let me kind of tell you guys the reason we're producing this show. For whatever reason, we've been getting a lot of emails, right? People have been sending us emails now. That's the new thing. People send us emails. They send us messages on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Dreamerspro, because we got a lot of cool content on there as well. And people have been sending me articles and various things to talk about how LeBron stacks up to Michael Jordan, right? Even one of our viewers, a gentleman, sent me an article that I'm going to get to a little bit later. So I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, well, do I really want to talk about this? Because I know what LeBron fans are going to say, oh, he's there hating. Oh, my God, he's hating. Meanwhile, I got LeBron in my top 5 all time. I don't know how you can hate on somebody and have him in your top 5. You know, you can accuse a lot of LeBron haters, LeBron fans of being Kobe haters, because they don't even have him in their top 10 usually. So those are the real haters in the room. But I have him in my top 5. But it doesn't mean that all of a sudden that silences me from speaking about things that I think other people are interested in hearing about. And this morning, woke up, drinking my coffee, and a video was suggested to me on YouTube from Fox Sports Radio. Now, it's important that I say this. The vast majority of media personalities out there are pro LeBron James, right? The vast majority of them: Stephen A. Smith, Shannon, Sharpe, Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, J.J. Redick, Kendrick Perkins, Jay Williams. The list goes on and on and on. These are all pro LeBron guys. And these guys are littered all throughout the media, right? All throughout the media. And you're constantly being bombarded by their message and pro LeBron. Like, they're heavy trying to push this message. And this morning, while kind of combing through the internet, I saw this video and I clicked on it. And they had Rob Parker, and I was expecting to hear Chris Broussard, but in fact, it was, I think, Rob G. That's his name. At least that's what they refer to him as. And he's a huge Laker fan. And they started to touch on something which I believe sheds light on a larger conversation surrounding LeBron James and sports in general. So what we want to do is a bit lengthy, but I think they brought up some very good points. And Rob G is a staunch Lakers fan. So what we want to do is we want to play exactly what he had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say there.
I think the fan spoke volumes. Am I off base, Rob G? Push back. You're the Laker fan.
Look, as much as I want to push back, you're spot on. Look, there's something about LeBron James, and even if you take out the basketball part of it, right? Like right. the stats and at some point, the NBA record books is going to be LeBron James presents the NBA. Like, between him and Wilt Chamberlain, they are going to have every record there is to talk about, right? But there's something about him, and it's why he's never going to be regarded as the greatest of all time, that people just don't like, right? Kobe Bryant, on his way out the door, rest in peace, he was in Boston getting standing applause. He was in Sacramento getting MVP chants. LeBron James is only loved by LeBron James fans.
I agree with you 100%. And you know what? I'll give you another one. Derek Jeter's last trip into Fenway Park.
Exactly.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
They hate the Yankees in Boston. They have respect for Jeter's career.
Right. And there's everybody has a different reason for hating LeBron. And I get it, because in the media and what you see on TV and you hear on radio outside of Rob Parker, it's LeBron's great. Look at what he's doing. We should appreciate him. He deserves more help than what he's getting, blah, 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 blah. But if you just walk around the streets in your favorite city, you go to the local barbershop, people have more negative things to say about LeBron than they do positive. And it's because he interjects himself in every big storyline, no matter what it is, politics, social, sports, what have you. It's because he homie hops from team to team to try to stack the deck in his favor to win a championship. When the way we all came up growing up, it was, you have your city, I have my city. Let's see who really the big dog is. And LeBron's not like that. You have another reason being, I've mentioned it before, all these people on TV that make us want to believe, and on radio, that he's owed something, that his talent is so immense that if he's not in a position to win a championship every year, that it's somebody else's fault, not his. And all these things start to stack up. You brought up putting the crown on your head in the middle of a press box, which is corny, right?
Right, it just is.
But
what crown?
Rob, he made it even worse earlier today on Instagram. I don't even know if you saw this. So we're now a week out from him breaking the all-time scoring record, which is a great accomplishment. And the Lakers have lost 2 of their last 3 games. I think they're 6 games under 500. They may miss the play-in altogether because they dug themselves such a hole. And is LeBron talking about, hey, I can't wait to get back with my team. I missed out these couple of games. My ankle's been hurt, but we're going to finish strong. No, it's, man, I got a picture of me shooting that fall away jumper. This still has not hit me yet. So surreal. Wow, wow, wow to all my fans who captured that moment inside Crypto Arena that night. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you to the United States and the world. You're amazing. The journey continues. Hashtag the kid from Akron. Hashtag James Grant. Like, bro, where is the self-awareness? He doesn't have any. LeBron James cares about LeBron James, and that's fine, but that's why he's never going to be loved or as beloved or treated the same way the other greatest of all time guys are.
And Rob G, also 100% all those ideas and those thoughts. The other one was, this is when I became the GOAT. You remember when we came back from
he had to tell you that he's the greatest.
He had to tell you that. And then the other one was when they won the bubble championship. Where's my damn respect? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Is this respect earned?
That's correct.
Where's my damn I want my damn respect or something like that. Like, those are the things that I think rub people the wrong way. He's a fantastic basketball player. We're not talking about that.
No.
But there was a moment there, and if he wants to believe that fans think that he's surpassed Michael Jordan because he has the scoring record now, I just don't see that. And I didn't see that at the Super Bowl. That was a moment. Can you imagine what that would have felt like if the crowd stood and cheered for LeBron for passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? It was set up.
Right.
LeBron's there. They're going to put him on the Jumbotron, the big screen, and he'll get some applause, and people will go crazy and be like, man, we just witnessed one of the greatest things in sports. He just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let's give him love at the Super Bowl.
And this is an objective fan base. You brought it up. This is not Boston. This isn't, Cleveland or whatever when they hated him before.
That would have a negative feeling for him.
Nobody. This is Philadelphia, which is maybe like a quarter of the fan base there. Kansas City, maybe another quarter. And the rest of it is like the TireRack.com executives and the Coca-Cola executives and the guy who markets Pepsi. Like, random people who probably don't even care about sports, to be honest with you.
So you heard what he had to say. He said quite a bit, and I got a lot that I want to unpack here regarding his comments. The first thing is this. A lot of what he said is actually what a lot of NBA fans believe. He brought up a good point, which was LeBron is adored or really loved by his fans. But outside of LeBron fans, NBA fans don't hold him in the regard that his fans do. And what ends up happening is you create this kind of friction because LeBron fans want other NBA fans to hold him in the same regard that they do. And that's just not reality. I think I put up a post on the channel, and one of the LeBron supporter came because they love this channel. They love it. As much as they think we're dumb and we make trash content, they're here every day monitoring our garbage channel. And one guy said something to the effect of like, LeBron is a GOAT or something like that. And I said I'll be more worried about him being booed at the arena, at the Super Bowl, which was something that was very surprising. Like, it wasn't like as if he got light chairs. He got booed, and then he put on the crown thing on his head, which again was very cringy. And we all agree. And LeBron fans, you gotta understand, like, everything he does may be sexy to you guys, but to other NBA fans is just flat out, it's goofy moves, man. Those are goofy moves, GMs, man, just real goofy. cringy moves, right? That was cringy, right? And I was surprised to see people booing him, because the way it is propagated in media, you would think that this guy is like the best thing since sliced bread, or he's on the level of Michael Jordan. And I think that moment exposes something that is true about NBA fans, which is they're not dumb. Sports fans are not dumb. Their memory bank still works, and they can distinguish between what is real and what is contrived. The clearest example of this is when Michael Jordan, when the NBA had the 75th anniversary, they introduced all of the players. If you even listen carefully, Kobe Bryant got a huge applaud, and he's not even alive. And I'm a huge Kobe fan. But if you listen to when MJ walked in the room, I believe it was in Cleveland, he got the loudest applause. I mean, it was laughable. Then you have people like Nick Wright come out and say that was the last moment MJ was going to be relevant. He'd also said, why didn't Michael Jordan show up to watch LeBron pass his record? Like, are you crazy? Did Michael Jordan show up to watch Kobe Bryant break his record? So why the hell would he show up to watch? And those comments by Nick Wright exposes the mentality that these people have. They feel like, okay, because we hold him at this, this high regard, you should too. And if you don't, if you're not kissing his toenails, then therefore you don't respect him. No, you're a fan. And that's what you are. But don't expect other people to feel the same way. There was an article that someone sent to me, which was very, very surprising. I'd heard a little bit about it, but I quickly decided to delve into it. Basically, starts off, this is from yardbreaker.com, starts off with the headline, Michael Jordan named the greatest athlete of all time. LeBron not even in the top 5. Michael Jordan is named the greatest athlete of all time, according to a recent poll. The United States is home to many interesting sports, and as a result, there are a plethora of options for athletes to pursue a career across the nation. In each sport, there are many players who are simply better than the rest. If we further refine the criteria, every sport has a couple of guys who are in the GOAT debate. For example, it's Michael Jordan and LeBron James. For football, it's Tom Brady and Jerry Rice, and so on and so forth. The article continues on. Michael Jordan is the greatest athlete of all time. Let me just read the poll results here from Morning Consult. The greatest athlete of all time amongst U.S. sports fans, Michael Jordan has 19%, Tom Brady has 12%, Muhammad Ali has 8%, Babe Ruth has 7%, Kobe Bryant has 5%, LeBron James has 4%, Jim Thorpe, Lionel Messi, Pele. I'm going to exclude those because those are, I think if we open up the poll to an international audience, those guys would be much higher. I'm talking about Pele and Ronaldo and all that. So you saw what the poll said. And this speaks to the reality that exists. Nick Wright was crying about, oh, Kobe would have got more coverage, if he had passed, if he was the one breaking the record. He got more coverage when he was passing Jordan. People give him a standing ovation because Kobe was real. And Kobe, I don't believe, tried to manufacture his image to the public. You saw the low moments of Kobe, which made him human like everybody else. We've all had them. And you saw the high moments. There was no time when Kobe was trying to, control the narrative about himself. There weren't really any Kobe people in media. You name me a Kobe guy in media. Even if you think of it today, you name me an MJ guy really in media. If you think of the top personalities, there are only two I can think of. They're really, if Stephen A. Smith, I don't really count him. But if you think of Skip Bayless, you may think of, who's another Jordan guy? Chris Broussard to an extent when he's defending him against LeBron. But usually these are all LeBron guys, right? So I think the points that Rob G brought up are all valid. It was something that I spoke about yesterday regarding the Lakers and the comments that Anthony Davis made. And I'm like, doesn't LeBron understand the optics of what is going on? Your team is literally tumbling down the standings and you're attending the Super Bowl. You could watch it at home. Literally nothing would have changed. Literally nothing would have changed if optics matter, right? Now, some people say he's hating, you should go, whatever, right? But the optics of it is what you have to be cognizant of. And this is why most of these guys cannot run for office, because for you to run for office, you have to understand these things pretty clearly, right? You can't just be oblivious to how you come across to people. But I was very surprised to hear some of the things that he was saying, for him to speak in such a candid fashion, and also for them to allow him to have the room to say that on a big platform, because what it seems like, there's a lot of groupthink going on, and you seldom hear someone give an opinion that goes against the grain. You seldom hear it. And I think it's one of the reasons some people have an issue with our channel, because we're not up here twerking it up every day for you guys the way you're used to seeing people twerk it up. You don't like the fact that whenever we come up with some of these reasons for why we think MJ's a GOAT, and we think this, we come up, we give you some substantial arguments, we use logic. That bothers a lot of people. They don't like it. And I'll close with this. Shannon Sharpe, who's at the top of the game, one of the best in sports media. Yesterday, there was a segment between him and Skip Bayless, and they were talking about the injury of LeBron. Shannon Sharpe, who I think, as I said, very funny, one of the best. But when I think he speaks about LeBron, all of his objectivity goes directly out the window. He says something that I didn't like, which was, he said one thing, which was, when LeBron comes back, we're going to go on a streak. I don't like that, because you know you're not serious. There's nothing that would suggest that that's going to happen. And I don't like the fact that he doesn't keep it a buck on LeBron at all times. If you keep it 100 on LeBron, you can also be a big fan of him as well. Those two things can happen at the same time. He can be your favorite player, but you can also keep it 100. And that's the reason why you got to be careful when you become a fan of somebody and you try to cover them. When you get too friendly with them and you become a fan, you therefore no longer want to tell them the truth or speak the truth about them. That's a problem, in my personal view. You can like a player, but you can also be honest. Why? Because you're not beholden to that player. You're beholden to your audience. If you lose your job, God forbid, LeBron ain't going to pay you that same salary that Fox Sports was going to pay. In fact, your utility to him may totally disappear. Let me repeat it once more. Your utility to him may totally disappear. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back that didn't get it. Your usefulness to him may disappear if you're no longer on that platform. So therefore, I believe we are beholden to our audience. We have to tell our audience exactly what we think, whether they like it or not. If you say something about LeBron that he disagrees with, tough luck. If he stops being your friend, you're 50 years old, bro. Why do you care? Why do you care? Most of the guys I talk about, I could care less to be their friends. Not because I don't like them, but I'm a grown-ass man, bro. I'm trying to be chummy with my lady and my family, not some dude that I like or whatever it is. Come on. So it don't really matter if they don't talk to me. And are you still getting paid? Yes. So why does it matter? So to me, I just wish you would keep it 100 more times. Stop. Come on, man. Stop saying stuff you know it's not true. You're not going to go on no damn run, bro. Come on, stop. Stop. It's annoying. The minute they start that, I'll be turning it off. Because you're not willing to keep it 100. You can say whatever you want to say about me. When we did the video about Kawhi, we're talking about load management. Who did we put on the thumbnail? Was it not Kawhi Leonard? Is Kawhi Leonard not my favorite player? Yes, he is. But why? But I'm not up here twerking it up. You got to keep it real for your audience. And funny enough, there are a lot of people that watch our show that when they see us have those moments, they're like, you know what? I give you a lot of respect for holding your favorite player accountable. People respect you more. And that's what should matter in all of this. Are we holding up are we withholding our integrity with our audience, or are we just actually fanboys? So these are my thoughts and opinions. I think the points that Rob G brought up are very good, and I think he's representing what a lot of people think in the sports world that are not LeBron fans. And you shouldn't be upset that people are saying this. You should be aware that this school of thought exists and it has nothing to do with hating. Again, LeBron is in my top 5. If you believe that that's hating, then you can kick rocks.